Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to ACS Sneakers. My name is Aiden. On today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the Air Max 90 in the metallic gold colourway. Now, before we get into that, as always, I just want to say a huge thank you to my returning viewers. Thank you for supporting me and this channel. You could be anywhere else on YouTube right now, but you're right here on this channel supporting my content. So, huge thank you to absolutely everybody who's tuned in. To any new viewers, welcome to the channel. We do release brand new sneaker content just like this each and every week. So do make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the intro. And here we go guys, I now have the box in hand. As you can see, we just get that standard Nike cardboard box. If we take a quick look at the label now, which reads Air Max 90 NRG, I have absolutely no idea what that means. If you do, make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. The colourway is in the white metallic gold clear colourway, and this is actually a personal pair, as you'll be able to tell by the size label, as this is a UK size 9. So if we just go ahead now and get straight into the shoe. Starting from the toes up. The toe box itself has been comprised using this really nice white leather material. Now, I'm not exactly sure what specific type of leather it actually is, but all I can say is that it's really, really nice. It's really lightweight, it's really smooth, almost buttery smooth, and I think as far as the quality goes, it's really nice in hand, and I'm actually really surprised by how good the quality actually is. With that said, I am really concerned as to how this will hold up with general wear and tear in terms of things like creasing. So personally, I will be using a sneak defender, crease defender, just to limit any creasing to the toe box. If you, like me, don't really like creasing, I would highly recommend that you do so as well. Around the toe box itself, we do have a second, slightly different type of leather. Now, for me, this kind of borders on what you would see on a Jordan 11 with patent leather. I'm not exactly sure if it is the exact same, but it definitely has very similar qualities. It's very shiny, it's pretty interesting how it feels under hand, and the closest thing I've had in terms of the leather on this shoe would be the patent leather on the Jordan 11. If we then continue further back the shoe, on the mudguard, you can see that we actually have a third type of leather. Now for me, this is probably my favourite leather that we've seen so far on this shoe. Really nicely tumbled, really smooth underhand, and once again, it's just a really nice quality in my personal opinion. So far, so good, just in terms of the actual quality of the materials. The craftsmanship definitely comes through on this shoe. And to be honest, this is probably one of the better shoes that I've reviewed on this channel, just in terms of like the overall quality. As we then move even further back the shoe, on both the lateral and medial sides of the shoe, we do have this TPU Air Max, and once again on both the lateral and medial side, we do have the gold accent on the Nike swoosh. Now this for me is one of my favourite details on the entire shoe. Not exactly sure how well it's going to hold up with general wear and tear, but just as far as it looks, it just really pops off the shoe, considering this is, you know, pretty much an all-white canvas, and I think just in general, it works really well. And now moving down to the midsole, as you can see, we have this primarily white midsole with the exposed air unit towards the heel. Switching to the outsole of the shoe, as you can see on this right shoe, we have this icy blue translucent outsole. The depiction on the right shoe is what I could only consider to be like a Radio Shack with a satellite attached. I'm not sure if this is actually going to show up on camera. And then on the left shoe, which is my preferred, once again we have the icy blue outsole, this time with the Pirate Radio logo. This for me is my favourite feature on this entire shoe. I think it looks absolutely incredible. After a few wears, I think it's going to yellow and it's not going to look as good, but I definitely feel like it's a really nice and subtle detail, and it absolutely made me just want to pick this shoe up as soon as possible. And now moving back up the shoe, here we have a complete set of white rope laces. At the bottom of the laces, we do have this lace clip which reads Nike Air Max. Now, for me personally, like what we saw with the Air Max 97 in the black metallic gold, I pretty much said that I really didn't like it, and it's the same for this shoe. I think it's kind of tacky, if I'm being completely honest. As far as the actual quality of the shoe goes, like I've already touched on, it's really good, and I definitely feel like I could have personally done without this. A lot of people might like it, but for me, I just feel like it's just a little bit tacky. Now, the laces themselves do actually sit atop this white leather tongue, with the Nike Air branding actually embossed into the tongue itself. Once again, the quality of the leather feels really nice. On the reverse of the tongue, we do have this much more padded and soft, I think nylon material. But as far as the tongue goes, it looks really good. This is definitely a one and done, so when you do start to wear these, any kind of dirt, dust, anything that you could think of that might get on the shoe, in my opinion, is definitely going to spoil the overall look to the shoe. So I would be really careful when actually wearing these, and if you do have anything like, you know, Crep Protect spray, or now recently released the Sneak Defender spray, this would definitely be a shoe that I would highly recommend spraying, just because if anything gets on this, it's pretty much going to ruin the shoe. And now just continuing further back the shoe, around the ankle collar, we do have that really nice leather material that we saw on the toe box. And then onto the inside of the shoe itself, the sock liner is really nice and soft, really padded, and really, really nice to touch underhand. It actually almost borders on what I would consider like silk material. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what material it is, but it definitely does feel really nice underhand. And now taking a look at the insole of the shoe, as you can see, we have this primarily white insole with the white Nike Air branding. On the reverse of the insole itself, we do actually have the Air Max 90 traction actually embossed into the insole, which is a really nice detail in my opinion. And now just to quickly switch over to what I would consider to be the more significant point on this entire shoe, we have this TPU heel plate as well as the medium airwaves, Nike swoosh and Air branding. Now, as I touched on at the start of the video, whenever pirate radio would broadcast to the UK, they would always use medium airwaves. This for me is a really nice callback, really nice detail on the shoe. You might not necessarily be able to see this if you're wearing it with things like jeans and things like that, but when you actually get this up close, it's such a nice detail, and pretty much this is the main reason I even wanted to buy this shoe. And now just to quickly touch on sizing, whenever I pick up an Air Max 90, I always go true to size, as I feel that that's the best reflection on me. If you do have a chance to try out a model before buying, I would highly recommend that you do so, just so you can understand the best fit for you. If you're not able to do that, given the current lockdown restrictions, if you do go true to size, I do feel like that will work best for you. But I do feel as well, if you do have more narrow feet, you could actually get away with going a half a size down. But if you like that more relaxed fit, going true to size is definitely going to be the best outcome for you. Now that pretty much just wraps up the overview of the shoe itself. So now if we just go ahead and get into my opinions on the shoe. So just to sum up, in terms of my overall opinion on the shoe itself, I do give the Air Max 90 in the metallic gold colourway a very respectable 7 out of 10. As I've touched on, this is very much a seasonal pickup, so this is only something I can actually wear on very specific days of the year. Living in the UK, as I say, we only get a very few days of summer, so this is going to be something that's going to be really difficult to actually wear outside of the house, and that's definitely something I have to consider when actually rating this shoe. I'd love to know what you guys think as well, so do make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you are new to this channel and you've stayed to this point in the video, please consider subscribing, hitting that bell notification so you never miss a video, and I hope to see you all again in the next one.